My name is Edward Self. This is our flying wing project. And what we were looking for is just seeing the effects of a varying center of gravity on a flying wing specifically. And so one of the test beds we used was the Skywalker X8, which is seen right here. And what we were asked to do by the Department of Defense was take this plane, integrate what we call a flight controller, and see if we can improve the performance. And then on top of that, we had to see just the effects of that varying center of gravity. And what we found out was that it's very significant, right? And it's very good that we attempted to include a flight controller because that flight controller really helps the stabilization during the flight. And what I took away from senior design overall was working with this team. It was a very hard challenge to accomplish, but we managed to learn a lot, and we also were able to incorporate it and fly the plane successfully, which is a huge takeaway. And then after this, because I was sponsored by the Department of Defense, I could use that knowledge that I learned just from designing this plane to further my research and design process with this specific plane. We had a few different models that we went through. The first model that we designed was a makeshift kit plane similar to the YB-49, and we took a lot of design elements from that and later applied them to our final design. But after that, we mainly just worked with the Skywalker, and it was a great test bed because it's a very stable flying wing. And we were able to look at different shifts in center of gravity through this test bed of ours. All of our testing, for the most part, was through this plane. And we found that when we put the center of gravity, that static mass forward in front of the predetermined center of gravity, it flew the best. It was perfect. And then we took a lot of elements from this design and put them in our final design, which we're going to use later on.